Any beefs going on right now that we need to jump on?
I'm not paying attention to none of them. Oh, no more puffy juice. No more puffy juice.
Oh, really?
And there's different things that's not really beef though. That's just competitive.
Competitiveness.
All right. So you and Diddy, you and Puff cool?
No, I don't really rock with
Oh, okay. Damn. All right. I didn't know what that meant.
Okay.
All right, okay.
Yeah. So he's
Okay.
saying-
We'll come back to it. All right.
Vodka
My
beef.
bad.
He alleges that Combs sexually harassed and assaulted him while he lived at several of Combs' homes.
Jones also alleges Combs forced him to engage in unwelcome acts with sex workers and that Combs and his staff engaged in, quote, serious illegal activity.
And it's just like the situation somewhat with Sarah and her girlfriend and him and Ja. You know what I'm saying? Bringing girls on to try to convince this other guy to be in a room with another naked man and all this other bullshit.
As the cloud of controversy and disturbing allegations about Diddy continues to escalate, so does 50 Cent's commentary on this situation. Curtis is keeping a firm grip on the narrative surrounding Brother Love, and the rumor mill is buzzing with talk of additional male victims gearing up for explosive lawsuits against Diddy. You already know 50 is gloating over all these new allegations and Diddy's legal troubles. And who can blame him? After all, he's been sounding the alarm about Diddy for years. But many folks initially brushed off 50's warnings as just pettiness and trolling, and they even accused him of being jealous of Diddy. But Diddy's former producer Rodney Jones recently filed a new lawsuit alleging that Diddy has been using women as bait to lure male rappers into compromising situations. And fans are now giving 50 props for his persistent efforts to raise awareness about Diddy's actions. It seems like 50 might have been onto something all along, but the burning question remains: does 50 have more revelations to spill regarding Diddy's alleged industry victims? And is there truth to the speculation that 50 is gearing up to expose all of Diddy's rapper boy toys in his upcoming documentary? Let's get into it.
The new allegations against Sean Diddy Combs, a music producer, is accusing hip-hop mogul of sexually assaulting him and forcing him to have sex with prostitutes.
So we all know by now about those long-standing rumors and speculations surrounding Diddy's alleged DL lifestyle. These claims have been lingering since the start of his career, but the plot thickeneth when 50 Cent laid a bare and more disturbing side to Diddy's actions, accusing him of allegedly manipulating young aspiring rappers and tricking them into some bizarre FO rituals. According to the Grapevine, Diddy has supposedly been engaged in these activities for decades, and rumors suggest he's been involved in intimate relationships with other men in the industry, maintaining something like a secret boy club. Whispers on the streets are claiming that Diddy has gone to great lengths to conceal these controversial aspects of his life, employing various tactics to silence anyone daring to expose the skeletons in his closet, and even allegedly using his connections in law enforcement and the government to cover up his tracks. But is there truly a secret boy club under Diddy's control? And how much does 50 Cent know about it? 50 has been hinting at Diddy's alleged DL antics for years, but the reactions were mixed because some fans accused 50 of homophobia, while others didn't take his joke seriously, thinking he was just trolling Diddy. Like that one time 50 posted this photo of himself on the hospital bed surrounded by stuffed animals with the caption, "Currently recovering from pettiness. Sorry, I can no longer help you guys. Soon you will all be gay and happy. You are all now left under the leadership of Puffy Daddy. Report to the nearest rainbow." Not long after that, 50 dropped two more questionable photos of Diddy, one appearing to show Diddy locking lips with Rick Ross on stage, and the second one showing Diddy decked out in a pink shirt getting all cozy with a former record executive. "I ain't saying nothing, but something ain't right," 50 Cent wrote in the caption. And then during a recent show, 50 told the crowd that he doesn't go to Diddy's parties because, as he put it, Diddy likes to hug men from the front and the back.
That's why I don't be going to them puffy parties. Hug you from the front and the back at the same time. What are you talking about? Look, if you're into that, I'm fine with it. To each his own. I'm just saying this ain't my mother counterpart.
But see, 50 didn't just randomly decide to start calling out Diddy for allegedly being on the down low. There's some history there. Apparently, 50 Cent had a first-hand encounter with Diddy's tendencies when Diddy supposedly made a move on him, throwing in an all-expenses-paid shopping spree as bait. Ooh, can I go?
Then Puff was like, yeah, like first he was amping him to get style. Then he was like, yo, so when we gonna get the chance to, to kick it, like we could just hang out. We gotta kick it.
This is
Puff.
Okay.
He telling me we gotta kick it and shit. And he was like, yo, why don't we like go shopping or some shit? I mean, like I pay for it. And I was like, what the f this just say?
According to 50's side of the story, it seems like Diddy was extending an invitation to 50 to join his Hush Hush Boy Club, but 50 wasn't having any of it and decided to spill the beans. Now, when Diddy finally decided to address these accusations in a sit-down interview on The Breakfast Club, his body language spoke more than his words.
And he said you did the same thing to him. You asked him to take him shopping.
Yeah, I thought he needed some clothes. What? I'm a nice guy.
Yo, why are you and Fif just...
Hey, yo.
Why y'all not...
Hey, yo, I don't have no beef with
I don't know why.
With Fif. He loves me. He loves me.
Love you? Nah, 50 has been crystal clear multiple times. He's not a fan of Diddy and wants zero part of anything to do with him. So we've all heard 50 Cent being the loudspeaker in exposing Diddy's rumored DL status. But here's the plot twist. 50 is not flying solo on this one. Enter Jaguar Wright, who spilled the tea about a lawyer who used to work for Diddy and who allegedly witnessed Diddy coercing male employees and aspiring artists into compromising situations. According to this lawyer, she once walked in on singer Christopher Williams doing some questionable things to Diddy in his office, on his knees, if you catch my drift. Now here's the kicker. Jaguar claimed that Diddy was well aware that Christopher was straight, yet he allegedly pressured him into some compromising situations in exchange for a record deal.
Christopher Williams, I don't know, I guess he wanted to sign. I don't know what happened, but Puff was supposed to be giving him a demo deal, and he gave him a demo deal, and I guess it was supposed to turn into an album deal, which that never happened. But this young woman walked in to get approval on some paperwork, see. And when she walked in, the door wasn't locked, so she didn't think twice about just walking in. And when she walked in, she saw Christopher Williams performing for on Puff. Now, from what she said to me, it was disturbing because, they didn't stop. She just walked out and she just kept her head down at the office the rest of the day, I believe it was. And I don't think it was at the end of business day that day, but I think it was the following day. He came into her office and was like, yeah, so you came in there, so what? What you gonna do? You wanna say something? And she was like, oh no, she was like, I just don't understand why you left the door unlocked. If you were in there doing that, why would you leave the door unlocked? He said, I'll do whatever the I want to do in my building. And I just don't know. He was like, it's power, see? I can make a man, he said, if I can make a man suck my I can make people do anything.
So basically, it sounds like this is not about Diddy being gay or bi. If he wants to be with men, no one's stopping him, and no one should be judging him for that either. But the main issue is that it's starting to look like Diddy doesn't want to be with other gay men. And what really gets him going is having the power to pressure a straight man into a situation he's not comfortable with. And that's just the tip of the iceberg, because a whole bunch of other straight men have come forward over the years to spill the beans on Diddy and how he allegedly tried to trick them into some uncomfortable situations. Take Exhibit, for example. He recalled one time when Diddy pulled a fast one on him, luring him to a gay club in Miami. So picture this. Diddy invites Exhibit and Superhead to what was supposed to be a regular house party. But things take a wild turn when they end up at a nightclub they've never been to before. Exhibit, expecting a typical spot filled with ladies, was in for a shock as he walked in to find a bunch of guys locking lips, with one even busting some moves in his birthday suit. But wait, it gets even messier. Come closer. According to Exhibit, Diddy vanished into the VIP lounge with one of those male strippers, and from then on, he was MIA for the rest of the night.
He said, let's go to this club. So everybody followed the car. The car is silent. You know what I'm saying? We get to this club, and then we walk in the back way. It's a VIP lounge, ain't nobody in there. And then, the club is going, it's all jumping, and then I'm sitting there with old girl. So then, he's dealing his business. We go down and get a drink. We sitting there bopping to the music, and then she point over the corner. It's two dudes kissing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, the this? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay. Then it's girls in the club too, and then she point another direction. It's another dude over there like naked dancing. You know what I'm saying? We take off, man. You know what I'm saying? We leave the club directly. I didn't say peace to nobody. I didn't see nobody. Gay. Yeah, it was suspect. A lot of suspect.
Next up, we've got YK Osiris, who got caught up in the mix a few years ago as one of Diddy's alleged boy toys. Now, here's the kicker. What had folks raising their eyebrows was the way YK couldn't stop grinning like the cat that got the cream and fidgeting with his hoodie while Charlamagne was reading out the Diddy rumors to him. And then more recently, there was Travis Scott, who allegedly went shopping with Diddy, if you know what I mean. And he apparently accepted Diddy's offer after Diddy helped him get his career back on track after the Astroworld tragedy. No one really wanted anything to do with Travis after the way he handled Astroworld. But Diddy lobbied for him and even pressured NBC to let Travis perform with him at the 2022 Billboard Music Awards.
I said, my brother, Travis Scott, has to perform. Diddy's hosting the show. I'm executive producer, and he has to perform. And NBC said yes. So it's going down. Sunday, Travis Scott will be performing.
NBC caved into Diddy's demands, and Travis performed at the BMAs in what was his first televised appearance after the Astroworld tragedy. But check this, right after that performance, Diddy caught up with Travis backstage and threw out an invitation to go shopping. Now, the rumor mill is churning, and many folks are thinking this was Diddy's way of subtly saying, you owe me one. And now on top of all this new lawsuit from Rodney Jones lays out just how Diddy allegedly used women as bait to lure other industry men into his parties with male S-workers. It's also interesting that Jones filed his lawsuit under the Racketeering RICO Act, alleging that Diddy's actions were part of a larger criminal enterprise he's been running with the help of other high-profile individuals. So it remains to be seen which of these individuals were unsuspecting victims and which of them willingly agreed to go along with it. As Cat Williams put it,
right, because P. Diddy be wanting the body. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no.
Well, word on the street is that 50 is planning to expose all the rappers who didn't say no to Diddy and who took part in his alleged FO sessions in exchange for some career benefits. 50 recently confirmed that his documentary about Diddy is in the works. And you know this documentary will be something else, because if anyone has inside knowledge about Diddy's shenanigans, it's got to be the king of petty, Curtis Jackson. One fan said, 50 Cent is gonna have a field day collecting evidence for the documentary. And someone else added, all this Diddy shit ain't surprising. Being in/around the industry, you've heard that type of shit for years. Pac tried to tell us, 50 been telling us, Mace told us, they always think it's a money play, when in reality, these folks be trying to warn everybody. But let me know how you feel about 50 making this documentary, and what other rappers do you think Diddy tried to take shopping? Comment down below, and don't miss out on this next video.